Thank you for staying with us at Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. Today, our founder, Jack Roeser, and myself have Tom Weber with us. And Tom, you said you've been out talking to the folks. Mm-hmm. What is one issue that really resonates with your potential constituents?
Well, that's my whole point about being willing to listen to the people and to fight for the things that they believe in. We have an issue with Route 45 in Lindenhurst, Illinois. It's kind of in Lindenhurst and Millburn. It's been for years bad traffic jam. So what the county board has decided is that they are going to run the road through a subdivision, through property owned by a church, and through a farm that had been there almost 100 years.
Through a subdivision?
Through an existing subdivision, yes.
Oh, how would you like to have this is a 4-lane highway too, correct?
Well, right now it's 2 lanes. So
but they want to make it a 4-lane
from what I understand,
through a private
plans,
subdivision.
Yes.
That's going to be great for property values that are already tanking.
Well, and the problem is you're going to have vibration from the trucks. The people's property values are already plummeting, mm-hmm. and putting a road through their subdivision is going to make their property values go down. Mm-hmm. It was a terrible decision. I think it needs to be relooked at, especially when the other side of the road is cornfield. Mm-hmm. So there was a second option, and I had talked to people, and they said because of the turn, there wasn't enough radius to be able to do a turn at whatever the speed is. I don't know the whole deal with it. However, you could put a slower turn there and be going through cornfields instead of through a subdivision. You've got a church that bought property to expand and build another church, and the road's going to go right through there.
You got to elect better class people like you to the board. You've had a practical life in business, and you're used to making decisions. Mm-hmm. College professors and community organizers have never had the wisdom imparted by making a lot of practical decisions every day for years. That trains your brain to stay out of crazy traps.
Here's one for you, Jack. We can change the Constitution 27 times, right? We can amend the Constitution 27 times, but we can't put a road through a cornfield.
Yeah. Okay. Let me broaden this thing out to the whole state. It's good to see that what you're doing, and you're a great example of a guy with practical experience coming into a real working proposition in Lake County. But the whole state of Illinois is ill-served. The most corrupt and the most bankrupt. Big problems deserve big solutions. Mm-hmm. Politically, the big solution is get the people that made the problem out of office. Absolutely. You're doing it in one place. We need it done widely in Illinois. Mm-hmm. Who did it? The bloody damn Democrats. They own this problem. And Mr. Madigan mainly owns it. He's run that legislature with an iron hand for a long time. And the mayor that's now left office has left one of his former pals now in office too. Not much to be expected out of the governor's office, the city of Chicago, or the Democratic House and Senate. Some people are pessimistic and think that those guys are going to control this next election. I say no. We can win it, and we are going to do that. What you got to do is elect 6 new people to the House, 6 new people to the Senate, and get rid of Madigan. The name for that tactic is 6 + 6 - 1, and we're going to get on with it. And what are we going to do? We're going to represent the good platform of the state of Illinois. We do have a good platform, because the last idiots were all interested in keeping themselves in office, and they let a good gang get into making a good platform. And it's a platform of the values that the Tea Party people very well believe in. The Tea Party are real. They're in the field. They won those 4 congressional races that nobody expected to be won, in stark contrast to the way the Republicans lost the Republican governor's race. Take a lesson from the way the Tea Party ran this thing, and take a lesson from the values of the Tea Party, which are really the values that are in the Republican platform of Illinois. So this thing's all getting reorganized, and the Republican Party is now the sled that the Tea Party people are going to ride. And so there's another thing to go. We got 6 + 6 - 1 is a simple slogan for the political thing. But the other one is that fits the Tea Party well, and that is to go from values to victory.
That's right.
The values of the Tea Party people are the same ones that brought a little modern style that our founders had to be a real America. It's very practical stuff. There's a lot of smart people in the Tea Party people, and they're working the ground game. You yourself you too had an awful lot to do with the Tea Party bringing victories into Joe Walsh's thing, and the victories that happened in Lake County and in parts of the adjoining counties and all over the state. The Tea Party. You too know very well. I've seen you when you weren't wearing 5-inch heels and looking so darn pretty. I've seen you out there visiting in flat shoes.
Well, and, you know what? It's Americanism, Jack. I mean, we call it Tea Party, this American populist movement. After we had TARP and TALF and this unsubstantiated spending and this free lunch mentality, I was a small business person. Tom's a small business person. We love America. We love the promise of free markets and capitalism and working hard and the opportunity to do better for our families. And I think as a father, if I'm speaking out of turn for you, tell me.
Absolutely. I have no one to blame. And, if my kids get older, I don't want them to point their finger at me and say, hey, you sat on the couch.
You sat on the couch and yelled at Fox News and did nothing. I mean, that was the thing. My husband got tired of me yelling, do something. We have an America to preserve, and this country is great. Our founders gave us the best form of government, and that's free. That's limited government and freedom.
That's what's exciting about this election, too, across Illinois, is look at all the new faces you see in different areas of politics.